He paints the skies, Sonoran Mystic with ancient ties, cards in hand. He shuffles fate, turning questions into answers. No need to wait, with every spread the truth unfolds. In his gaze, 1,000 stories told. Sonoran Mystic, shining so bright, bringing love and peace in the darkest night. With wisdom deep as the desert sand, he unlocks the secrets, takes you by the hand. People gather near, seeking what they crave, guided by the spirits, each soul he saves. From tangled dreams to paths new, with every reading he brings hope in view. Mysteries unveiled, doubts drift away. In the hands of the mystic, hearts find their way. Sonoran Mystic, shining so bright, bringing love and peace in the darkest night. With wisdom deep as the desert sand, he unlocks the secrets, takes you by the hand. With every tarot turn, lies refined. In his magic presence, the world aligns.
Hello, 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 and welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Good to see folks popping in. Tall and tan and young and lovely. Yes, exactly. Impanema, the song that I was stuck in my head this morning, Miss Bonnie, or this afternoon. Exactly, exactly. Hey, Miss Bonnie and Julie. Miss Julie, welcome both of you in. I am flying solo tonight. Miss Angie is busy, and therefore I am flying solo. So you get stuck with only me. But you know what? It gives me an opportunity to spend a little more one-on-one time with you guys, and that's cool. And I'm looking forward to it. As you can see, I got the regular background up tonight. I don't have another background up, but I might play with it and see what I can do. It's kind of hard to do it though because of the way that I've chosen this layout. So yeah, we may be just stuck with this one. You know, I've been playing with these virtual backgrounds for a while now, and I'm getting used to them. I'm kind of liking them. When I see this, it looks kind of plain in comparison because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm used to the other ones. Good morning, Jojo, or good evening, Jojo. Welcome in. Hey, Harley, welcome in, and Arkisha, welcome in as well. Oh my goodness. Well, this is I will not be here next week. I'm going to be in Baltimore at a conference, International Spiritualist Federation conference. So I will not be here for the readings. But check out the weeklies. The weeklies will still be posted. I just won't be here for the lives on Wednesday evening tomorrow, this coming week, or Thursdays. Now, if I do get a break, but I don't think I will. But if I get a break, I might pop up on a Wednesday evening. Thursday, I'll be in class all day, so that won't happen no matter what. But on Wednesday, if I get a break, I might pop up in the evening just for a little while and do readings. We'll have to see. But what time will tell? Time will tell. Well, it's been an interesting week so far, and I'm rushing to try to get everything out of the way before I head out on Friday. So you can see that you can feel like I am like under the gun, but it's okay because you know what? Sometimes I'm more productive because I am under the gun, and that's the case with it is today. Miss Bonnie and I were recording for a large part of the day for our Cards and Constellations podcast, which pops up on for next week. They'll be up very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to finishing those. The recordings went well today. It was fun. It was enjoyable. So can't complain about that. Other than that, ain't much to tell you, to be honest with you. Life's kind of boring. You know, it's the summertime, so not a whole lot happening. But we're just gonna get right to it. I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking about what we talked about last time, and we're talked about, et cetera. But the point is that I can't think again, it just doesn't seem, I'm so busy trying to get ready for the trip that I just haven't really had any exciting things happen because I've been kind of here in the basement, stuck in the basement. So let's actually get to the readings and let's have a good evening of readings. I'm going to see how they flow. I can't guarantee exactly what kind of reading you're going to get, but when I'm drawn to you, I will give you whatever the information is, as long or as short as it is. I can't guarantee one way or the other because the energies tonight, again, are very frenetic. And what's fascinating to me is you never know what you're going to get when you start a process, and then all of a sudden something shifts and changes. So you just kind of go with the, like, just kind of have to go with the flow on that one. You know what I mean? Yeah, Arkisha, I'm going to start with you actually, because it's been a while since I've read for you. So Arkisha, you will get my first read. The question is to you, Arkisha. What is it you would like to know? Do you have a specific question, or you just want a general reading? Again, if anybody else wants a reading, let me know what they want. And general is fine, super. Let me know what you want, if it's general or specific, so I know what way to go when I run across your name. What am I picking up for Arkisha? Arkisha, have you been experiencing digestion issue or heartburn? What do you call it? The reflux or whatever. Have you been? Because I just kind of got that sensation. It's something about this area here. So it's like digestion, heartburn, or acid reflux. And are you sleeping well? Because I'm also picking up, as soon as I was picking it up, I just got the feeling of tired. So are you experiencing something there? Do. Yes, please like, share, subscribe, and follow. I would appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. Anyway, Arkisha, I'm getting something. I'm getting again something here, but it seems to be with you have acid reflux. Okay, because again, I'm getting the thing here. So that makes sense. Pay attention to that. Make sure it doesn't shift in any way. I'm feeling like there's more burning than usual, and so there might be something changing in that regard. So pay attention to it. Don't ignore your body. But I do also, because I just got this yawn. I'm not tired. I haven't been tired all day. Still am, but for some reason I'm quite tired with right now, and it's a conversation. So it's like, again, are you worn out or tired? Something's got you worn out, and I don't think it's tired as in, and because as soon as I confirmed to my spirit guides that I'm picking up the tired, they shifted for me. So I don't think you're tired as in necessarily energy wise tired. I think you're tired of something. So is it a relationship question in that regard, or is this tired something about your job? Is your job gotten you to a point where you just feel like it's rote, it's process, it's not, are you not getting excited anymore about the job? Mentally tired, okay. Because I do feel a bit like you need to shake things up. You need to shake. Oh my goodness. Again, there it goes. It's like, it's crazy. I am not the one tired, but when I'm doing this, it really, the energies, I'm opening myself and my energies to connect to yours. I'm not empathic, so I usually don't feel necessarily, but when it comes to tired, for some reason, tired always gets me with the yawns. Yeah, I can imagine. I think Arkisha, what I would suggest you do, first thing I would suggest you do is that before you go to sleep tonight and from now on, what I would ask you to consider is have a conversation with your spirit team and just say, hey, spirit team, come on in, let's have a conversation. I would address your gatekeeper, and I would call them gatekeeper unless you know who they are. I would just call them gatekeeper, and I would say, gatekeeper and spirit guides, I'm telling you all, I don't want to be disturbed tonight. I don't want anything coming in, no spirits coming in, nothing, nada. And gatekeeper, I want you to put the sign out. I want you to be the one that controls that, to make sure that I don't get any energies, I don't get any spirits in, I don't get any information that I don't need. I need my mind to rest. And I would have that I would talk like I'm talking to you. I would speak this way and just say that and say, Spirit team, I need you to step up to the plate tonight. And I need you to say off limits to the bedroom for all spirits. And I need you to help my mind rest and not let my mind wander to things that are present day life situations. So in other words, if the spirit team wants to help you get away and go off to a space that you haven't been before, or go off to a space where you feel safe, or off to a space that's a memory, that's wonderful. But again, direct them not to allow you to let your mind go to where you are, what you're involved with these days. And I'm telling you, it will be one of the best night's sleep you will ever have. Now, once you do this, once you do the conversation with your spirit team, and then when you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, and if you do feel refreshed and you do feel it worked, then the one thing that I would tell you is to tell them that as well and say, hey, thank you. Thank you for giving me that night's sleep. That night's sleep really meant a lot to me. I needed it. And that's really a good thing. Remy Adnama said that acid reflux Greek yogurt helps in cottage cheese from any episodes. It would work on the balance your gut biomos. I know what she's talking about. It's a little thing inside the gut. Yeah. So, but anyway, so that's what I'm getting for Akeisha. I'm getting you need a good night's rest. You need to again tell your spirit team, give you the night rest. Let them make sure they are understanding what it is you want and need, and that they're going to step up to the plate for that. Okay. Let's see what else I have for you. Arkisha, are you going away in August or September? I'm getting a vacation or a trip in August and September. Hey, Amandaline. Amandaline, nice to see you in. Oh my gosh, it has been forever. It has been too long, my dear. Oh my gosh, how wonderful to see you. And I did not realize that was you. I'm hoping life is well with you. Again, Arkisha, are you going on a trip in August or September? Because I'm picking up, or July 24th? Okay. Interesting. I guess because maybe it's close in. Yes, interesting. Yeah, I think you're gonna have a great trip. I get a good feeling from the trip, and I think it's going to help you with the rest. By the way, I think you should be doing the exercise that we just discussed to ensure that you. There it goes again. I'm telling you, this is crazy, Arkisha. You really need to have that conversation tonight because you really do need it. Your boyfriend, you were going on a trip with his family. Oh my. I hope it goes well. Sometimes that families can complicate things, and you may not get any rest at all. You may wind up being more nervous than you were. Who knows? I'm hoping you get along with them. That's a hope. That's for sure. But yeah, the 20 they're bringing. But I'm getting Keisha, I'm picking up. Hey, Pamela, nice to see you. I'm picking up another trip for you because they just told me no, that's not the one. So even though you are going in July, I'm picking up a trip in August or September. So if you don't have it yet, don't be surprised if a trip pops up for you. And if a trip pops up for you, take that trip, okay? Because I'm being drawn that trip is the one that really is going to be beneficial for you. Are you? God, I don't mean to prompt you, but are you and he getting very serious with each other? Because they're showing me something more that happens with the August-September trip, the next trip, again, not the July trip. They're showing me a different trip, but they're showing me I won't say migration, a movement forward in your relationship. In other words, don't be surprised if you get if he pops the question, and if he hasn't already. But I'm getting the feeling like that trip is one where that yes, he has brought up marriage. Well, don't be surprised if that trip, again, I don't get this trip. I don't think this is the trip for that. But it's the next trip where that question comes up again, and with a more formal kind of request, as in, will you marry me? And so that's going to be, and I get that. I just get a feeling like you're going to be okay with that. I don't think, though, that you're ready to jump quite yet. I think you're okay with the idea of the engagement starting, but I'm also feeling I'm getting the energy of we will take our time. We will take our time to get down the aisle. So no matter what, don't rush down there. It's not going to rush. That's not what this is about. But don't be surprised if he pops the question. And again, it's not this trip, because again, the spirit's like, no, not this trip, the next one. So yeah, get ready for that. Get ready for that potential situation. I'm liking that energy. I'm liking that energy. Now this has been a while since this. I keep trying to figure out how to say this. This has been a while coming. In other words, you were looking for a good relationship. You were looking for a good relationship for a while before this man came into your life, and so you know what the search is like, and you know how much better he is than what the potential is. And I think that's great, because again, it gives you a, you're coming in with a realistic viewpoint of what relationships are, and also that no one's perfect and that kind of stuff. I like that. I get a very genuine, I get a feel of genuine respect and like for this, love for this person. But knowing their flaws, you don't see him as this visionary kind of prince, and in shining armor and all that kind of stuff. You see him as a flawed person, but somebody whom you like him with all the warts, and that's kind of nice. I like that. I like it very much. Interesting. So yeah, don't be surprised when that happens, and when it does, come back and share that news with us, okay? Because I would be very happy for you. That's great. So, and Miss Bonnie, did you see that? I did another love reading. I cannot believe Miss Bonnie's turning me. She's messing me up. No, exactly, Pamela. You're right. I don't love readings, and yet I do not like them, and yet I just did a love reading. Lord have mercy, Arkisha, get twisted me there. But I'm happy for you. I'm very happy for you. And again, I don't set out to do love readings, as you know, Arkisha. Thank God you didn't ask for one. But when they come in and they're meant for you, I'm so wonderful. I feel good to give them to people. But I am the doomsayer of love, generally speaking, because that just really isn't. I hate getting into it's just other people's spaces. But when you need to know that information and it comes through, I feel so wonderful to give it, because that's when it's really deserved. When people come in and like, oh, can you tell me about the man who I just saw 3 weeks ago? I never met him in my life, and I don't even know his name or what he does or anything else. But when we're going to be married, or we'll be married within 5 years and have 3 kids. I'm like, dude, this is just so, yeah. So that's kind of the way it is. Anyway, thank you, Arkisha, for bringing that energy in. Also, folks, don't forget to hit those like, share, subscribes, and follow buttons.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Arkisha, one more question. If you're still there, do you drive a white car, or does he drive a white car? I just got this visual of a flash of a white car. And again, it's connected to you. Do you or he drive a white car? And it's a bit sporty, a sporty white car? No. Okay, good. I'm glad that's not you. Okay. Wow. Okay, because I just, as I was doing that video, I just got this white sports car, and I just saw an accident. I just saw an accident in a white sports car, so I was worried about that. So thank goodness it's not you. Thank goodness you don't drive a white sports car. A two-door white sports car. Does anybody in here drive a two-door white sports car? It's a smaller sports car. It's not little car. But it's like, it's a two-door and white. Anyway, I'll move on from that. Thank goodness it wasn't you. But I just saw the accident, and then I tried to figure out who that's attached to. Who maybe I know that got the warning from that. Anyway, my daughter's father has a two-door BMW. Is it white by chance though? If it is, I would ask him to be. Oh my gosh, that could be Joanna. That might be mine. Oh my gosh, for my rental, because my rental car is going to be a smaller little two-door. Oh my God. But I believe he's getting it repaired, but I'm not sure if he's going to be driving anytime soon. Oh, maybe it's So was it repaired for having something not functioning, or was it in an accident? Did I see something? Was it blacktop? Yeah, I kind of saw the convertible too. Miss Bonnie says, if you get delayed, don't rush to make up time. It's your angels keeping you safe. Absolutely. Yeah, Brandy, no, it's not a white minivan, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not a white minivan, so you're safe. You're good. I just see this two-door, sporty type white car. Yeah, and it's interesting because I was thinking ragtop, but I was thinking ragtop. Just mention to him to be careful and make him be very, very cognizant for a while of the things around him when he's driving. And then I'm going to be very cognizant if it's a two-door that is white that I rent. Because I maybe, yeah, wow, that's interesting. A white Kia Soul, okay. Four-door. I have a four-door car. Okay, so that's definitely not for you, Madeline, because this is a two-door. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing the energies. I do appreciate that. And again, keep us abreast of that next trip, and if it turns out to be exactly what we had talked about, that would be quite phenomenal for you. I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Hey, Shield Nova, welcome in. Brandy, welcome in. Who else? Hey, Unveil and Unwind. Jess, Miss Jess, how are you? Good to see you on yesterday, Miss Jess. And it was yesterday, right? No, was it? No, Sunday. Was it Sunday? Sunday. Good to see you in, and good to watch the readings. I enjoy watching you guys. Who? I just got this really strong sensation of chocolate cake. Is somebody out there eating chocolate cake? Is somebody like teasing me with some chocolate cake? Because I just got this sensation of a nice, good flavored chocolate cake. And I don't know. Maybe I need to get on my meds or something. I don't know, because it was so good. I'm like, man, it's not a passion. It's not like I'm not a big fan of chocolate cake. I really don't. I don't dislike it, but I don't like it either. I mean, it's like I can take it, but wow, I just got this like burst of chocolate cake, and so I was like, wow, is somebody eating chocolate cake? Anyway, if you want a reading, let me know, folks, and I will get to you for that one, for the readings. It's interesting. I was somebody the other day was chatting, and I showed him the books that I have here. I have a stack of books. Before I leave, I've got to put these books in order, and I'll probably take one or two with me, even though I shouldn't, because I know I won't read them, but I will take them. And I'm going to take my own books too, by the way, because you never know if somebody wants to read my book or buy my book while I'm there. And I may even stop by a bookstore or two in Baltimore and see if maybe they would carry my book, because I haven't really worked hard to put a book in Baltimore. I have them in Denver, and I have them in Corpus Christi, and I have them in Boulder, and I have them here, of course, and where else do I have them? A few other places, but I don't have one in Baltimore, my own hometown. So I've got to hit some places in Baltimore and try to get my book in there, just so I can say, hey, I'm a published author in Baltimore. I'm eating peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you, Pamela. Yeah, interesting, because I was getting that flavor. And wow, that's fascinating. It's amazing how that energy comes through sometimes. Recently, I have been in such a and somebody else was just eating a Hostess chocolate cupcake. Harley was eating that earlier. Okay, yeah, it's interesting how the last few days my senses have been heightened. And again, I'm not empathic, and I usually don't pick up other people's feelings and emotions, but I have been kind of picking up in these energies and things like this, and I'm kind of liking it, but I don't like it too much so where I get too into it. It's like, I keep my limitations. I'll put it that way. So folks, this is the conversation we had earlier. Sanaj. If you want to find out if your boyfriend is loyal to you, you should start by the conversation of asking him. And ask him, hey, are you loyal to? Are we just mano a mano, or is one-on-one situation here, or whatever? Coming to somebody else to ask them, the reality is the best place to start that conversation is with your own relationship. You don't need me to tell you that. If you're looking for me to tell you what he's thinking or how he's feeling, no, I don't do that. I don't get in somebody else's junk. I don't get into their mess, nor do I want to get into his mess. That's his stuff. It's like me wanting to read your journal. Would you want me to read your journal? I wouldn't think so. So though I appreciate the fact that you would feel comfortable for me doing it, I'm not comfortable with the fact of getting into somebody else's head or in their business. I will leave that up to you to have that conversation with him. Okay. It's funny because Uranus just left Taurus, which is known to love all the senses. Oh, wow, that's cool. Maybe that's the case then. Maybe that's why it's crazy, because I definitely have a heightened sense of smell, taste, and all those other things that are coming in with the readings I'm getting. So that's interesting. I'm sorry, Jess. When I read that, when I said it's funny because, and it says Uranus just left Taurus, and I was like, my anus was in Taurus. It's funny. It's strange sense of humor. Sorry. Tell me current feeling. I'm not telling you anybody's feeling, Sunshine. That's the point. I'm not telling you what he's feeling. I'm not getting into his feels. I'm not getting into his feels. Can't do that. Sorry. If you want me to tell you how you feel, then that's a problem too, because you should know how you feel. If you would like a different kind of reading, I could give you that one. But anyway, if anybody else wants a reading, let me know and tell me what. And again, if you have a general or specific, please let me know and I will. All right, Eric, tell us. Yes, I will, Amanda Lynn. It was nice seeing you pop in as well. And when are we gonna see some more videos, Amanda Lynn? We haven't seen your videos in so long. I would like to keep up and see how you do. And that's how I used to keep after you and see how you were doing. Well, if many tarot readers say he's loyal, then why are you, Sanaj? Are you pay attention, catch up, Sanaj? If all these people are telling you you're loyal, then why are you forum shopping trying to find an answer that's opposite? Why would you continue to ask other readers to tell you that what you want? If you want somebody to tell you, hey, my boyfriend's not loyal, please tell me, then you're not really getting a reading. You are searching for an answer that fits your paradigm or fits your situation. Please don't do that to yourself, because it's just not fair to yourself. If you are reaching out to a reader and you have an opportunity, think about this. If you have an opportunity, and this is what this is, to have a conversation with your spirit team or with the universe or the higher power or whatever you want to call it, and you come and the question you want to ask is about something that you've already gotten answers on from other readers, when you could ask questions like, will I be successful in my career? Will I finally find love? Will we be married? Will I get married eventually? Am I going to have kids? Will I be happy in my later life? I mean, all these questions that are so much deeper and have so much more profound benefit to your life. You could ask them all. You could ask any of those. And when you come in, your question is my boyfriend loyal to me? Just think about your priorities in your life and wonder, is that really the best use of your time? It's like for me to give you $100 and say you have $100 in debt, and I give you $100 and you go out and have a big meal. Would that make sense? Would that be the best use of that money? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to insult you. Please don't take it that way. But what I'm asking you is, do you understand the value of having a conversation with your higher power? And when you have the opportunity, which so many people don't. I mean, there's so many people who would love to have an opportunity, and they don't know a tarot card reader, or they don't even know how to come online. They don't have the connection, or they don't have the equipment to even get online. And you do, and you're blessed because you found your way here. And when you arrived and when you had the opportunity that so many would want, your question was, 5 tarot readers have told me he's loyal. Can you tell me he's loyal too? Just think about that. So I don't mean to nitpick. I'm just trying to help you understand. Everybody understand. I mean, it's like it's such a blessing to have an opportunity to connect and get some guidance, some true guidance on so many of life's lessons, and you want to blow it away on something you've already had other readers tell you. So sorry folks. Get off my high horse. Again, if you'd like a reading, let me know and I will answer specific or general. And if it is specific, tell me what the question is and we'll get to it. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And then while we wait for that is I'm getting a brother or father named Joe. Does somebody lose a brother or a father named Joe? I was getting brother actually, because I'm getting this brotherly energy. I'm getting this energy beside me. If it's a father, it tends to be behind. If it's a brother, it's going to be like on the side. So is somebody lose a brother named Joe? And if it's not, then I guess it could be a father. Dark hair. No, it's it's definitely a brother energy. Definitely a brother energy. Strong personality, very, very friendly, very nice, very wonderful smile. Brother Joe, Brother Joe, Brother Joe. Interesting. I guess not. Okay. I'm going to let him sit around for a while and kind of share some ideas with me, and I'm going to try to pluck his brain while we move on. Brandy, yes, I'll give you a reading, Brandy. Brandy, let's focus your reading on what's coming for the next few months. How's that? Let's kind of give me a target, if that's okay. I'm going to give you a target of like what's in front of you for the next 3 months. What kind of energies will you be facing? How's that? Brandy, are you thinking about a new job? Or are you getting ready to change jobs, or are you getting ready to go back into the workforce? Maybe you have been working. Because I get the feeling of a contemplation of a new of a job, or a new job, or something like that. Have you? And it's interesting because it's going to be beneficial to you in a few different ways. I get an economic benefit. I also get a feeling like you'll be listened to or heard. You're not. I don't know if you're working now or not, but I feel like right now you feel like you're kind of like you're kind of in a little bit maybe invisible, that people don't really see you, or they don't identify. They don't acknowledge what you do on a daily basis. And this would actually get you some acknowledgement and make people realize the things that you do and that they just took for granted. I do see a sun card here as well. So it's going to be a good decision if you do that. So again, if you already have a job, don't be I don't work, I'm disabled. Brandon, don't be surprised if something comes along. This could be a volunteer role. This could be you having an opportunity to do volunteer work, maybe to help people who are in need. This could be an opportunity to counsel people or to work on a helpline. I don't know if you ever thought about working on a telephone call hotline, maybe for people who were contemplating, harming themselves or just need to talk to somebody. What you'll be doing is enlightening people, because again, you're giving them the sun, you're giving them happiness, you're helping to bring happiness into their life, because these are people who are not in a good space. So if you have a chance, you may even want to proactively reach out and see if there is a helpline in your community that you can maybe volunteer and be part of. Again, you don't have to work to do that. You can just sit at home, and then the phone is directed and forwarded to your number for the hours that you work. But I do seriously see how this will be so beneficial to you, because I think it would give you a purpose beyond, again, helping people understand you have so much to offer, and you really do want to help others. You're very giving in that way. So I can see how this would help you and help others at the same time. How wonderful that could be. So consider checking into that. Okay. You have CHF and stage 4 kidney failure. I've had 9 heart attacks and I barely get out of bed. I hear you, Brandy, but and I'm not minimizing your situation, But remember, you sometimes we need to get out of our own headspace. We need to get out of our own frustrations, our own issues, and you don't have a heart for sharing your story. No, you won't be sharing your story. That's the point. You won't be sharing your story. In a situation like this, again, by helping other people, by volunteering to on a hotline like this, what you could be doing is helping you escape from the issues you have in your life by realizing other people have issues as well. And you, since you've been down that road, and since you've had so many issues, and since you have so many issues, and you understand what it's like, you come from a unique perspective. So maybe you can help them find a little bit of something to smile about, or a reason to live, or something like that. And again, you can do this from anywhere. They can forward the phones. I used to work on a suicide prevention hotline when I was living in Europe. Of all places, I lived in Germany. I was living in Germany, and my German was very poor. I didn't speak good German, yet. And but I volunteered for a U.S. Position, so I volunteered to, be a U.S. using my English, for to do a suicide prevention hotline. And it's interesting because I'd forgotten all about that until I just started connecting with this reading, and I remember doing that. And I did it from, what happened is I would, when I volunteered, they had a certain slot, and then my hours shifted at work because I was working longer because I was promoted, and I would stay at work just as I got off shift, and I get on the phones, and the phones will be directed to my desk phone, and then I would get phone calls from whoever. And most of the time, like in that situation, most of the people were U.S. military service members, and they would call in, and they would be dealing with some serious stuff. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the suicide rate in the military and is quite high. It's quite high. We ask a lot of those folks, and the military tries to support them as best they can, but some fall through the cracks in that regard. And I can tell you that the suicide rate it's not reported as much as it should, but it's high. And one of our ways to help was being part of that hotline and helping the younger military folks know that, hey, if you need somebody to turn to before you do something drastic, call us. And I remember one of my dear friends, I went to pick him up one day, and the room right beside him had the tape across it, and the guy in that room had just the night before had hung himself. And so they found him the next day, and that was the day I walked in, and it was like, wow. So it wasn't my friend, it was the room beside him. But I'm telling you, we have, our lives are problematic, and sometimes we are in our worst spaces, but sometimes to get out of our own spaces, because of our experience, we can use that information to help so many others. And so if you can, in any way, find the strength to do something like that, you'd be surprised how it can help you be stronger, because it helps you get out of your own head and out of your own trappings of the what you're going through, and gives you a little bit of a respite. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there, Brandy, for you. Let me see what else I've got for you. And there's the Ace of Swords. Again, it's going to be something different. I'm coming back to the same thing. This is a different way of doing this. And again, it's going to be very helpful for you, because it's going to help you change your way of thinking. And then it's going to bring you into a happier mode, because this is a Page of Cups. So this is the new energy coming in, new happiness coming in. So you create your own form of happiness. You create your own form of energy. And that's what I'm picking up for you, Brandy. So just give it a thought. And if you do proceed, let us know. I wouldn't, it'd be interesting to see how that works on your behalf. Welcome in, Maria. Hello, Don. It's my first time here. I need guidance on what you might see was coming from me. Thank you for so much. Absolutely, Maria. Let's do you next. Maria? The first thing I got for you is choices. The wheel is spinning, and then I have the grass is always greener on the other side. It's a 5 of Pentacles. Now, sometimes this is a don't go backwards card, but for you this time, it's definitely the opposite. This is a grass is always greener. Maria, don't fall for the fact that what you see is everything that's real. There is whatever you I think you're in a mode, you're in a kind of a space where you're thinking, man, everybody else is doing so much better. Everybody else is having all these things, and there's all this stuff, and you feel like maybe you've been left behind, or you're just not experiencing that. Don't believe everything you see. It's not real. It's kind of like what's his name, Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he says, "These are not the droids that you seek. Move forward," and then they do. It's interesting. Or Katharine Hepburn in Look Who's Coming to Dinner, when she tells her friend, write the $500 check, and then take it and get out of my life, and you may leave, that kind of thing. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the good part is, with the Wheel of Fortune and with that card, it's like, it's like the what all this, again, everybody else seems to be doing so well from the social media that you're seeing, but that's not the case. So don't pay attention to everything you see as being fact. It's they're giving you what they want you to see. Everybody is putting that face forward. Is that real? Not necessarily. So don't buy into that. That's part of what you need to hear for some reason. Now let's see. The next thing I'm picking up for that is a Four of Cups. You're going to see it within the next few weeks, a gift from the universe. Okay. And it's going to be attached to this, by the way. It's going to be attached to this way of thinking. So I see a little bit of a shift in your life. I see maybe a bump in some economics with this, because again, it's a cup, and usually that's balance, because again, the four finds the balance. It's the four. In my opinion, it's the four legs of a stool or four legs of a table, and so it brings balance. This is going to bring balance back to your life. If your economics have been out of balance, if you've been having a problem with your bills are greater than your income on a monthly basis, and you're looking to find a way to adjust that, this is what this is doing. You're going to see some kind of shift to help you find your economics more balanced. Okay, and that's coming in a very short period of time. And this is the victory card, the move forward card, or the take charge card. So this is what this is. And it's interesting too, because the other thing I just got is also, no. That's what I was thinking, but no, they just told me no. Yeah, this is a structural change. This is you learning how to budget. You learning getting your budget under control, and then understanding where your money's going and where it's not going. What I would suggest you to look at is also, when this happens, take a peek at what at monthly charges you're involved in. What are you subscribed to? Are you subscribed to HBO? Are you subscribed to Showtime? Are you subscribed to all these services on Disney and so forth on the phones? Are you paying for more than one phone? Are you paying for services you don't need? Are there subscriptions that you don't use anymore, nor have you used in a while, and yet you didn't realize you're paying? I would go back and I would look at that. I would look for those and make sure that you understand where your money's going, because I'm picking up the energy that you're actually paying for things that you don't use and you didn't even know you're paying for. It's that interesting. And then the last card here is the Knight of Rods, and so it's going to take you a while to figure out again what economics, what you shift economically, but it's going to pay off, because there's a 6 here, and this 6 of Wands is the success, the overcoming, rising above. And so ultimately you will get this under control. This is a short-term blip so it's a short-term economic blip you're getting ready to face or already facing, and you just need to work through it. Don't expect any miracles, but you do get a little gift in the next month or two from the universe, which is going to be a little bit of economic relief. So it could be either a win of some kind, win of some money, or inheritance, or it could be a raise or a promotion or a bonus, something like that. It could be a number of those things, but that's what I see for you. But your economic picture is going to shift, but you need to work on it yourself as well. All right. Hey, Virgil, nice to see you in. Miss Angie is not here tonight, as you can tell. She is off this evening, so I am flying solo for a little while. Good evening, says Brandon. Good evening. May I ask what's ahead for me for the next 3 months? Absolutely, Brandon. You are next. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm going to play the birthday song, too. Whoever, if it's your birthday now, next year, whatever, this is your birthday song. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Alrighty then. Let's get back to it. Brandon, this is for you. Brandon, it's time to let something go. You've been harboring, you've been holding on to something for far too long. You need to let go. Is it a relationship that's not working? Is it a what's happening? There's just something that you've been holding on to, and you know it's time to let it go. So you need to let it go. This will be the time to do it. When you let it go, whatever it is, again, is it a relationship? I don't know. Is it a job you didn't like? Is it a friendship that maybe has run its course? I don't know, but when you do let it go, you're going to be much happier. You're going to be much happier, and you need to let it go. And when you do, so something new is coming along. So if you're in a relationship now and you're not happy, Brandon, it's time for you to say goodbye to that relationship. And there is a better relationship out there for you. And again, you will be happy that you did do that. Whatever it is that you feel has you really buried under right now, let it go. Let it go. And when you do, don't be surprised if you feel that that sudden feeling of relief, and you're like, damn, I can't believe I did it, but I'm so glad that I did. So that's what I'm picking up. Please, folks, hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. I would appreciate it. But once you move on from that relationship, you're going to have about 2 months of solo flying, or once you whatever, it's going to take about 2 months to get through to process the entire situation that you went through, which caused the ending. But after that 2 months, again, options are going to be wide open. You're going to find a whole lot of possibilities out there that's going to open up for you, and they're going to be much better aligned with you. Right now, again, the problem is what you're working with or dealing with just isn't quite what it needs to be. Okay, so move on and move up. That's what I'm getting. Move on and move up. Hey, Kelly, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's go. Let's see. I have 1 or 2 more, and then I'm out of here. Short night for sure. 1 or 2 more. If somebody wants a reading, please let me know. Let me know if it's specific or general. Again, if it's general, just say general. If it's specific, ask the question, and I'll give a reading. And then again, 1 or 2 more. We'll have to see where the time lies. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. You're welcome, Brandon. You're absolutely welcome. Oh, my goodness. And Joe is still here, by the way. If nobody can own Joe, I'm really surprised, because Joe still is here. He hasn't left yet. It's interesting. Somebody doesn't own Joe. Surprised. Interesting. Crazy. Oh. Well, we have, let's see. Can I get a general for the next 3 months? Absolutely, Miss Joanne, Miss Jojo. Okay, Joanne, the one thing I get for you, it's interesting here. I've got 2 4s. So, Jojo, when you get off of here, and go check out Google and do a search on angel number 44. It's going to be key to your next 3 months, in addition to what I'm picking up. But I do find the feeling like to make sure that life at home is happy and healthy. I make sure you watch your balance, your budget. Okay, right now I'm getting budget issues. This is a 4 of Pentacles. And that's telling me that it's a money issue, and this tells me home, so money home issue. So that's telling you a budget issue or expenses. There will be some expenses. There is going to be an expense, and I don't know if it's just 1 or more, but I'm getting specifically 1. There will be an expense that's popping up somewhere in that range, in that time frame, that you had not planned for, and it's not something you would even think about. It just kind of happens. It's one of those things that spring up and catch us by surprise. And so it will be happening during that time. So watch your budget, maybe even budget a little extra over the next few months to put in a buffer. So when this happens, you'll have a little bit of money to fall back on, because I'm definitely picking up that energy around a budgetary little hit or a ding or whatever from something that happens. Let's see. Yeah, there's a Knight of Rods and a Strength card. So again, you'll work through it. The Knight of Rods tells me you're going to work through it. You're fine. And it will take some effort. It's going to be, but you're going to be fine, which is nice. And then we have a Knight of Pentacles. So again, the money will you'll be okay with the money. It's just going to be a little bit of a tight pinch because you weren't expecting it. Okay, and yeah. And it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a health issue. Don't be surprised if one of the kids, something happens to them and they have something flare up, or they have something. I mean, it's not going to be dramatic. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to be dramatic. I saw that, Miss Bonnie, 117 today. We won't be. It's not going to be something like dramatic, but it's something you didn't expect. You're going to have some insurance to cover some of it, but there will be a deductible, and again, that's where it's going to take a little bit of a hickey, I'm guessing, as you would say. So, and again, this is something I'm not sure you can even plan around. Thinking about your budget. Okay, super. Yeah. Pad a little money in there if you can, Jojo, because again, this is not going to be like a budget, destroyer. But I do see an extra expense, and if you're prepared for it, then you're one step up. All right. Kelly says 4 and 4 is stability, hard work, and divine guidance. Super, which is the strength card, and again the 2 knights. So again, you're going to work through this, which is it's going to take a little work to get through it, but you will get through it, Jojo. And just make sure that you keep your head down and keep working. You'll be fine. You'll be fine through it. Just make sure that you know that it's coming, and if you can put a little money away, that would be great. All right, super. Okay, with that said, I think I'm out of here. Again, short night. I got so much to do to get ready for the trip, and as you can see, my energy level just isn't really is what it was. I don't understand. It was high when I got here initially, but man, it has really it's zapped. I don't know what's going on. So with that said, I don't want to sit here and make it stretch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to watch me stretch, that's for sure. Andrew says 111 in Vegas. Wow, you guys are cooler than we were. We were hotter than Vegas. That's a shock, because Vegas can get hot. Hell yeah, my gosh. But with that said, again, thanks, folks, for popping in. I do appreciate it. This is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons before you get out of here. Additionally, please help me grow my channel. When you share it, you definitely make opportunities rise in my world, and I would appreciate that. And more importantly, you help me practice my craft, which I love very much. And I will see you all not next week, but the following week, and maybe Miss Andrew back at that time as well. Until then, take care, y'all. Love you all very, very much, because you all really help support me, and I cannot tell you how much that means to me. So I'm going to get out of here with my song, the song from Mr. Don. Here we go. And then also there's something else. I know there's something else I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. Somebody wanted me to say something. They wanted me to announce something. And I'm like, damn, what is it? Anyway, if I do, I'll put it out on Facebook under Sonoran Mystic Tarot, or I'll do a quick video on it, because I feel like there's something I needed to say, and I can't think about what it is. I know there are 4 different astrological events happening this month. Pay attention to those. There's a meteor shower at the end of the month. There is the longest space. That today was the shortest day, by the way. I think it's today was the shortest day we've ever experienced, and we have 2 more days that'll be shorter than this one, and that's because of the moon's pull. It has changed, and so our universe has actually, our globe spun a little faster, and that's kind of a crazy thing happening too that they did. But there's so much happening in the universe right now. Pay attention, folks. There's so much more to come too. There's so much more to come. But with that said, I'm getting out of here. Have a nice one. Again, thanks for popping in. See you next 2 weeks from now. Bye. In the desert nights, he paints the sky.
In the desert light, he paints the skies. Sonoran mystic with ancient ties, cards in hand, he shuffles fate, turning questions into answers. No need to wait, with every spread the truth unfolds. In his gaze, 1,000 stories told. Sonoran mystic shining so bright, bringing love and peace in the darkest night. With wisdom deep as the desert sand, he unlocks the secrets, takes you by the hand,